Today, I'm gonna do an episode review of Beyblade Burst Turbo / Super Z episode 38. And overall, I actually really like this episode. I really enjoyed it. Usually, I only enjoy the Super Z episodes that revolve around other characters, such as like Vault or Shu. But I actually kind of enjoyed this one. I feel like I enjoyed it mostly because Shu was in it. But like, I kind of like Aiga's character. Aiga's character, if you guys haven't caught on, I really disliked Aiga. But like recently, I feel like he's getting redeemed. He's having like some redemption. He doesn't seem like as bad as a character anymore. Anyway, so yeah, let me get into this episode. Before this episode starts, let me just do a quick rundown of what happened last episode. I wasn't able to make an episode review last week just because I was like super busy, but that episode was pretty awesome too. Let me just give you a quick rundown of it. The first thing that happened was Volt versus Hearts. They had an amazing battle. Volt used his CHO Valkyrie with CHO Valkyrie in the anime and in real life. It's just an amazing Beyblade. So yeah, he used CHO Valkyrie against Hearts' Dead Hades, and he was able to burst right through Dead Hades. Then after that, we get a scene with Aiga versus Fi. Fi just appears out of nowhere. Like, he hasn't appeared in the anime for like the last 10 episodes or so, and he just appears out of nowhere. He challenges Aiga to a battle, to a rematch. They have another battle, and it's pretty intense. Both bays are going at it like crazy, but in the end, Fi was able to burst. Not only burst, but to break the Achilles. He breaks the Achilles in 3 pieces, and after that, Aiga was just torn. So yeah, that's where last week's episode ended off, and this week's episode, of course, begins when Aiga like kind of realizes, just kind of realizes that his Beyblade's broken and that there's like no repairing it. So yeah, he starts off really sad. As you can see here, it starts raining. Look at the look of despair on Aiga's eyes. He is just super torn, super sad. He's like, I can't believe Fi just broke my Beyblade, my partner, my best friend. And also, when I was watching this scene, I was actually like feeling super happy for some reason. I was like, yeah, Aiga, you feel sad. You deserve it. Cause Aiga, he was such a jerk to everyone. He broke Volt's Beyblade. So like, I was like looking at Aiga, and I was like, Aiga, you see how you feel right now? That's how other people feel when you break their Beyblades. Anyway, so yeah, Aiga's super sad. He looks at the Achilles. As you can see, we get this really cool shot with the Achilles on the ground, and a raindrop kind of falls on the Achilles' eye, and it looks like it's crying, which again, super sad scene. Anyway, after that, Renjaro and Fubuki go looking for Aiga. They see Aiga at the stadium with his broken Beyblade on the ground. They go up to Aiga and they realize that the Achilles is broken into 3 pieces. Oh my gosh, that's like, I'm not gonna lie, that's like a really clean cut. Like, whenever I break my Beyblades usually just like a small piece of it just chips off. But like in the anime, it's always like, there's like these really clean cuts, and it's like different like parts. Like it either splits in 2 or like splits in 3 like that, and it looks really cool. Anyway, I mean, it's not cool to break your Beyblades, but it kind of looks cool in the anime. Like, honestly, I kind of just want to break my Z Achilles in 3 parts just to have like something that looks like an anime, like an accurate anime depiction of Achilles. Anyway, so after that, of course, we still get more sad scenes where with Aiga crying. Renjaro and Fubuki are like asking Aiga like, what happened? How did the Achilles break? And Aiga's just so sad. He doesn't want to respond. And I know this is like a really sad scene. I'm sure like some people cried during this scene, but like while watching the scene, the only thing I could think of is, why does Aiga's hair look like Sonic the Hedgehog? Why does he look like Sonic the Hedgehog? His haircut, it's like he has the Sonic the Hedgehog spikes. I just couldn't get that out of my head. It's just so weird. It's so weird. Anyway, so yeah, Aiga Sonic the Hedgehog. Really sad scene, but again, he looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. I just couldn't get it out of my head. Anyway, so yeah, of course, Aiga keeps on crying. He looks really sad, really depressed. He picks up the Achilles in his hands, and yeah, that's basically where that scene ends off. All that happened was that he picked up the Achilles. He was really sad, and we cut off to the next scene. And this scene, it seems like this is a few days after Aiga broke his Achilles. It looks like he has his back. He's walking back to his house. His hair is like not all Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, can we get some memes of this, guys? Can we please get some memes of Aiga with the Sonic the Hedgehog hair? Like, kind of like comparing Sonic and Aiga. Like, they're basically the same person without hair. Anyway, moving on to the next scene. The next scene, again, we get Aiga walking back home with his bags. I'm guessing he's going back home to repair his broken Beyblade. And he looks back, and it seems like Shu is also following Aiga to his house to help Aiga build his Beyblade, I guess. I don't really know why Shu had to come along. I mean, Aiga's dad is literally like a Beyblade trainer master, Beyblade trainer god. He like makes Beyblades like crazy. He made Winning Valkyrie. Why couldn't Aiga's dad just help Aiga make Chozy Achilles? Like, I don't really understand. Anyway, so yeah, Shu tags along just to help Aiga make the new Beyblade. They go home, they meet Aiga's little sister. Aiga's little sister asks Aiga how he's feeling, because of course she heard that Aiga did break his Beyblade. And we get this scene where it's like a really matured version of Aiga. It looks like, look at this scene. He's gone over the fact that Z Achilles broke, but he's still like super sad about it. Like, look at that look on his face. He's like remorse over his Beyblade. Anyway, so of course after that, Aiga goes to the trainer, or the training room. I guess you could call it the like room where it happens. The place where, that was a Hamilton reference for anyone who didn't notice. Anyway, so he goes to the place where they build Beyblades, where his dad builds a Beyblade, and he plans on making a new Beyblade. And he's kind of visualizing what he wants the Beyblade to be. Of course, he saw Chozy Valkyrie in action with the battle against Hearts, and he wants his new Achilles to have somewhat of a similar ability to Chozy Valkyrie, the Chozy ability where it makes it unburstable. Anyway, after that, we cut to a scene with Ranjaro and Fubuki. It looks like Ranjaro and Fubuki made it back to the school, the Begoma Academy, and Fubuki challenges Tokonatsu to a battle. I don't know why Fubuki had to challenge Tokonatsu to a battle. It didn't really mean anything to the episode, didn't add anything to the episode, but I guess it was just for filler, because they're like, gosh, we need to make the episode 30 minutes long, so let's just have a random battle with Fubuki and Toko. So yeah, Fubuki and Toko have this duel. We actually don't even get to see the end of the battle. It's just them battling. We don't see who wins, but I'm guessing Fubuki does win, because Fubuki does have a Chozy Beyblade, and Toko is left with his horrible God Beyblade being Screw Trident. Like, gosh, Takeru Tomy. They were literally like, let's screw Tokonatsu and give him Screw Trident, a God Beyblade, in a Chozetsu series. Like, really? They actually, I mean, the amount of like battles Toko has had, he should have a Chozy Beyblade, right? They need to make him a Chozy Beyblade. Come on, we need Chozy Trident. Like, I know there's like no chance that Chozy Trident is gonna be a thing, but like a man can wish, you know, a boy can wish. Like, in the next few episodes, please, Takeru Tomy, give us Chozy Trident. It would be so great. The design doesn't even have to be good at all. Just put metal on Screw Trident and call it Chozy Trident. Call it a day. Put metal on Screw Trident. Please, I need a Chozy version of Trident. Like, come on, Toko's an amazing character. He deserves a better Beyblade. Anyway, so after that scene with the Begoma Academy and Fubuki and Tokonatsu and Taro returning, we cut back to the scene with Aiga and Shu, and it looks like Aiga did make somewhat of a prototype to his Beyblade, and this is the prototype right here. And honestly, if he didn't do anything else, if this was his full Beyblade, I don't know if it would be like super overpowered or if it would be horrible. Like, look at the spikes on this thing. This thing would like murder everyone's Beyblade. It would cut through everyone's Beyblade. It would literally scratch everyone's Beyblade, break everyone's Beyblade. It looks amazing, but at the same time, because it has like so many jacky contact points, I'm sure it would burst like crazy. But again, it's a full chunk of metal, so therefore it would have like amazing weight. I don't understand why in the Beyblade universe they don't just like make their Beyblades fully metal. Like, I can't comprehend why they don't just make a fully metal Beyblade. It would be super overpowered. It doesn't even have to be like super like crazy design. All they have to do is like make a metal circle Beyblade, and it would be everyone's Beyblade. So yeah, I don't know why they don't do that, but yeah. He makes this Beyblade, and he asks you his opinions on the design choice that he made with the super, like, jaggy spike points, attack points. And what Shu says that, the Beyblade looks way too much like an attack type. If you want to make a balance type Beyblade, you have to make it a bit rounder. And of course, Aiga takes Shu's advice, and he makes a different prototype. Here it is right here. And this prototype definitely looks a lot more like a balance type. Like, I remember when Z Achilles first released, it looked so much like an attack type. Like Z Achilles, you could definitely see that Beyblade was an attack type, and no one would even like question it. But like it was of course a balance type, but it looked like an attack type for some reason. So Shu is helping Aiga with his design choice to make it more balance type like. So yeah, here is his model right here. And of course, his little sister takes a picture of the model on her iPad, and she's able to kind of like fuse the model that they made with Z Achilles and make this new CHO Z Achilles model. I have no idea how that's possible, how they can just take like a picture of something and like a picture of another thing and fuse them together and get like a fully functional model. That doesn't really make sense to me, but like that's just how the Beyblade universe works. So yeah, this is the first image of CHO Z Achilles that we get in the anime, and overall, like CHO Z Achilles, it looks so much better than regular Achilles in my opinion. Like, look at regular Achilles. It looks really plain. I don't really like regular Achilles too much. I feel like it's just plain. Like, there's nothing much to it. But CHO Z Achilles, it just adds so much to Achilles. And another complaint I had with Z Achilles, like I was saying earlier in this video, how it's like more of an attack type than a balance type. It definitely looks like CHO Z Achilles is fixing that problem, because it definitely looks like Achilles is a lot more around in its new CHO Z evolution. Anyway, so after they make the model for CHO Z Achilles, they get working. They start making the Beyblade. Of course, Shu is helping Aiga kind of design the Beyblade and mold it himself. And after a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of work, Aiga is able to make the CHO Z Achilles layer. And then, of course, right after Aiga makes Achilles, he wants to challenge Shu to a battle because, I don't know, Aiga just always wants to battle. And then another thing I want to say is, like, look how tall Shu is. Shu is, like, a monster. He's, like, a head taller than Aiga. It's great. And Shu's only, like, how old is Shu? Shu's, like, a teenager. He's, like, 13, 14, and Aiga's, like, 10... No, Aiga's, like, 10, 11, right? So yeah, I guess that height proportion makes sense. Like, 11-year-olds are pretty small, if I say so myself. Anyway, so they start the battle. Aiga changes his dimension driver, the mode on his Z Achilles, to attack mode. And the dimension driver, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited to get this driver in real life because it looks so sick in the anime. Literally, you just twist it and it makes it turn to attack type. It's great. It's great. And you can like choose the height of it, like any height. Like it's between like it's like a between height. There's no like set height that it has to be. You're either like tallest, shortest, or you're like in between. It's great. Anyway, so yeah, Aiga changes his height on the dimension driver. And dimension, it's such a cool... I'm getting off track. I'm going to try to finish this episode review a bit faster than usual because I have stuff to do. So I'm going to stop talking about the dimension driver, but it's such a cool name and such a cool driver. I'll talk about it later and maybe an upcoming video. Anyway, Shu changes his driver, and the thing about Shu's Zeta driver, it's like so smooth. It's so much smoother than the Zeta drivers we have in real life. He literally just flicks it and it spins like crazy. It's amazing. Anyways, so yeah, Shu changes his Zeta driver to attack mode and they get the battle started. They both launch their Beyblades in the stadium, and look at this picture of CHO Z Achilles. This Beyblade is beautiful. Oh my gosh, it looks so great in the anime. I love how, because the thing about Achilles was that I felt like, again, it was too plain and its only colors were like red. Like it was like mostly red, and there wasn't really much like diversity in the colors, but it looks like for CHO Z Achilles, they definitely fixed that. They added a lot more like yellow goldish color, and the blue just stands out and it looks amazing. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, they start the battle. Shu, of course, uses his CHO Z Spriggan Slash, is able to slash right through CHO Z Achilles. And look at this scene. This looks amazing. I love it whenever CHO Z Spriggan uses his slash move, because we always get this amazing scene where it highlights the slash and everything else is like kind of tinted in a black color. Really cool. Anyway, so yeah, he uses his slash move and he's able to knock CHO Z Achilles out of the stadium. After that, they do a few more battles, but it seems like every battle ends in the same result. CHO Z Achilles bursts or loses, and Shu wins, that's how it should be. Like, Shu should win every single battle. Spriggan should win every single battle. Alright, so after Shu beat Aiga like a billion times, Aiga goes to the forest. He jumps on some trees to kind of like cool down because of course he's mad, he's frustrated that even though he made a new Beyblade, it's still not able to beat Shu, or at least beat Chozi Achilles or Chozi Spriggan. It seems like even though he made an upgrade version of Achilles, it's worse than the actual Achilles. So he goes to cool down, he goes to jump on his trees or whatever, because look at this scene right here. Aiga looks like he's a monkey, he's just like jumping around or whatever. Anyway, so he drops Achilles down on the ground. Achilles rolls into this river, and that reminds Aiga of like the first time he met Volt, and reminds Aiga of the reason why he's Beyblade. He kind of like throughout the series he lost focus on the reason why he was actually Beyblading. The reason why he was actually Beyblading was because he thought it was fun. He saw Volt Beyblading, he's like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool, that looks so fun. And throughout the series he's been more focused on winning than actually having fun. So he realizes this when he drops the Achilles into the river, because he remembers the scene with Volt. And after that he goes straight up to Shu while he's sleeping, and we get this really weird scene. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but just let your imaginations flow, guys. Anyway, so yeah, Aiga goes up to Shu and wakes Shu up. He's like, Shu, let's have another battle. I'm ready. I'm really motivated. I really want to battle and test out my new Achilles. And Shu is just like, oh my gosh, Aiga, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Why do we have to do this now? Let me sleep for another few hours. Like, think about it, guys. Shu, he might be like an amazing blader. He might have got like possessed by a Beyblade, but like he's just a teenager. He just wants to sleep. Like, I understand you, Shu. Shu is my spirit animal. That is me right there. I'm like, Aiga, if that was me, I would be like, Aiga, shut up, go back to sleep. I'm trying to rest here, alright? Anyway, but because Shu's not a jerk like me, he accepts Aiga's challenge, and they get into a stadium, they start to battle, and Aiga comes up with this new technique, or this new launching style. It's basically like the season 1. If you guys remember, Volt had this launching style called the runaway shoot, where he like ran all the way across to the other side of the room, and he ran all the way to the stadium and jumped and launched a Beyblade at like an extremely high angle, and that was supposed to give the Beyblade like more launching power. So yeah, Aiga does the same exact move except with Achilles, and because he does this move, he is able to unlock Chozi Achilles' special unburstable wing mode. So yeah, because he's able to unlock it, he's able to compete with the new Chozi Spriggan or whatever. So they have an amazing clash in the stadium. They're going like super fast at extreme speeds. Shu powers up his Beyblade, of course, Chozi Spriggan, and Aiga also powers up Chozi Achilles. And look at Aiga right here. It's not different from most of Aiga's scene, but what I like it is that, remember how Aiga, when he was possessed by Achilles, he was like, he had this like red and purple and black aura. Now that he has the new Achilles, it looks like the aura has now shifted to like a more of like red and blue aura, and I think it looks really cool. I really like that aura a lot more. So yeah, of course the Beyblades, they fight, and we get this really cool scene where like Aiga's on the top yelling and Shu's on the bottom yelling, and it's really cool. So yeah, they make this collision in the stadium. Both Beyblades hit each other. They both launch up into the air, but it looks like Shu and Chozi Spriggan does hit the ground a bit earlier than Chozi Achilles, and Aiga is able to win that battle. So yeah, that's basically where the episode ends off. Overall, I actually really enjoyed this episode. For once, I think Aiga's character, it's fun to watch, like, for one, because usually when I'm watching Aiga, like, for the past few episodes, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate this dude, he broke Volt's Beyblade, he sucks, he always has this, like, extreme evil aura, and he seems like he's so frustrated and serious whenever he battles. But, like, in this episode, it seems like Aiga's actually having fun battling. Like, just look at the look on his face. He looks like he's having, like, genuine fun with this new Beyblade, and that's really cool. And of course, Shu's in this episode, and you guys know that I really like Shu. Shu's my favorite character. So Shu just being in the episode, that just made the episode for me. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically my whole review on episode 38 of the Beyblade Burst Super Z anime or whatever. I'm gonna do the reenactment now. What battles happened this episode? I don't really remember too much. Of course, the battle between Shus and Aiga. Obviously, CHO Z Achilles hasn't released yet, so I'm gonna have to be using the regular stock combo Z Achilles against CHO Z Spriggan, and I think the only other battle that happened this episode was between Fubuki and Toko for like 10 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna go do those battles real quick. I'll see you guys at the stadium. Alright, so we're at the stadium right now. Of course, we have Z Achilles, CHO Z Spriggan, and Screw Trident, and Emperor Fortius. So yeah, let's just get the battle started. I guess I'll do it in the order that the battles happen in the anime. So we'll do Emperor Fortius versus Screw Trident first. And again, I'm sorry if during the episode reviews, I'm talking like way too fast. I just have like a lot of ideas, and I don't know what it is about me, but I'm like, I have these ideas, so I need to get all my ideas out. So I have to like cram in a bunch of like thoughts and like a 15-minute video, and it sucks. I'm sorry. Maybe we should just like extend the video a bit longer, or maybe I should just like stop talking as much. Maybe I should just stop talking in general. That's a good idea. So yeah, let's get this battle started. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Oh yeah, and again, this is the color of Screw Trident, of course the purple one, just because I think the purple recolor looks so much better than the actual colors of Screw Trident. And again, Emperor Fortius seems like it just wrecks Screw Trident, just like the anime. Screw Trident, come on, Takeru Tomy. I was saying this in my episode review, but Trident really just needs a CHO Z evolution. We really just need a CHO Z evolution of Trident. Like, come on, it's like such a, it has so much potential. Oh my goodness, Takeru Tomy. Everyone wants an evolution of it. So please, just give us an evolution of Screw Trident. Like, you gave us an evolution of Achilles. No one was really asking for an evolution of Achilles. But you gave us that anyway, which, I mean, I'm not saying that's bad. I definitely like the new CHO Z Achilles. But come on, we really just want an evolution of Trident. Like, really? Alright, anyway, let's do the next battle between Achilles and Spriggan Requiem, of course. I'm gonna put them both on attack mode because I think in the anime they were both using attack mode. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. CHO Z Spriggan using Z Achilles. And that was a really bad launch because my launcher just decided to break on me right there. Alright, so it does look like CHO Z Spriggan is going to beat Z Achilles there because I launched it really badly. So let's try that one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. CHO Z Spriggan. Z Achilles. And it looks like Z Achilles is just going to jump out of the stadium. Because, I mean, I think the Extend driver, from what I've heard, it has really good life after death on stamina mode. But in my opinion, the attack mode just isn't really that good. It seems like it's too crazy to even be usable. So yeah, let's do one more battle between these two. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. CHO Z Spriggan. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Z Achilles. Alright, and the winner of this battle is going to be CHO Z Spriggan because Z Achilles just wants to jump out of the stadium. So yeah, that was my episode review / reenactment of Beyblade Burst episode, what was it, like 38 of the anime. See you guys later, have a nice day, LeftBurst out.